god, I gotta read this. Man, y'all think y'all gonna escape this game? Hold on. Alright, so hold on, let me go back. Alright, so I see I can't. Hey, what up? It's your boy Jay. We're gonna get right into it. At least it's not raining anymore, but it's still freezing. You take a deep breath, the pressure in your chest that had built up during the day now finally dissipates. Sweet relaxation. You will revel in it as soon as you made it back to Boston safely and have firmly painted your behind on a leather couch. While leather, we can't do shit, pleather. I don't know. But how are you gonna get home? Look around the parking lot. You walk if you have to, damn it. Fuck it. We walk. Nothing gonna stop me from leaving this forsaken town. You'll walk a few miles home if that's what it takes. It wasn't that far, was it? What are your memories of how you got to Innsmouth in the first place? First place are already a bit fuzzy, but this is still... I got here by bus, if I'm not mistaken, or the East Coast. How long can it really take? Besides, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You can deduct every mile from your journey from tax. Exactly. You can deduct every mile of your journey from tax. Although that is simultaneously comforting and unpleasant. Unpleasant because a long time ago you started this job to actually help people. Something really must have gone terribly wrong in your life over the past few months. Under your feet, sand and pebbles crunch as you set off a journey home. The moonlight illuminates the path that lies before you. A spotlight on this final act of your adventure. You're sleep deprived and tired. As you look around again, you notice once more, how so? How things in Innsmouth are makeshift. They're really skipped over everything, you think to yourself. Endless repeating to your right are an avenue of trees, and to the left, fallow fields, just like in those cheap cartoons from the 80s. Which most y'all, in which a one simple background imagine is repeated over and over again. And what a sign. You are not leaving Innsmouth, so I can't leave. Okay, this is the plan of the road. You keep walking along the path and on and on. The road trees to your right seem to be unending. Okay, you keep moving and moving. Again. You are not leaving Innsmouth. As if you need any more elucidation. Look at the sign. Wooden boards nailed together haphazardly and written on the within matte red paint. Not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination. Always the same stupid text. You are not leaving Innsmouth. Suddenly you realize something. Identical. Down to the last detail, you could swear that on the last letter with the red paint applied too thickly, and then it has slowly trickled down the sign. Okay, keep moving. Yet another sign again. And again, you're now leaving his mouth. You're starting to get a bad feeling about this. It's not actually. Oh yeah, to all my people who thought they was escaping this book, I thought I was escaping it too, but apparently I ain't delete the game. So we're gonna beat this too. Simply moving forward, the explicit goal to put distance between yourself and this forsaken hellhole. You can't God and hell in the same sentence. Why do you feel like a mousetrap in a labyrinth? A laboratory rather served by cold, cruel eyes during a hopeless escape attempt. Your heart is pounding. Turn around. Stop. Nope. It doesn't work that way. A voice whispers. The voice is harsh and rough like a voice that doesn't speak very often. Somewhat like mine. And that's a shame because what it says makes a lot of sense. You don't feel like you're actually moving forward. It's like you're stranded. Fish out of water, flapping on land and slowly suffocating. You jerk yourself out of dark thoughts. You turn around and prepare to walk the same many hundred yards, whatever, and that you have just walked. But to your horror, you realize that Innsmouth is still right in front of you. So you telling me I've been walking in circles? I've been walking in the same spot for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I figured that. If you 10 minutes? If you ever made it back to Boston, there's definitely an episode that should discuss with your therapist. The parking lot is surrounded by a fence made from one simple wooden beam. You almost graciously jump over the fence and find yourself surrounded by many different cars, different generations. In addition to the Reese's bottles, which you can see every day. For your office window, there are some real classics on display. The kind that still have a real horn attached to their body. What? Aren't the owners worried about their antique cars might get stolen? Some people don't know how to work antique cars. In the middle of these overflowing parking lot, the dead of the night, you consider your options. There are a few. Man, we gonna break into a car, man. We ain't, keep. I ain't gonna be a thug or hoodlum. I'm already a detective. I'll be doing wrong. There must be a better way to get out of all this than stealing the car. You walk aimlessly across the car cemetery. You stroll past the many pickup trucks. You make a detour over to the antique cars and stroke your fingertips around the sunny windows of the minibus. There's no cab stand anywhere. You've already got used to it, but there is still not reception on your. What does that? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. No. There simply is no other solution to your problem. How is you supposed to leave this place? Stealing is such an unpleasant word. Break it to the car, man. I wasn't trying to do it. My last resort. You could break into a car, preferably one of the newer models, one that screams, "Take me! My battery still has some juice." Look, at step one, break in. You need to hurry up. There's no time for any extravagant stunts. You love to smash cars with your just like in the movies. Your choice is throwing a fist into your fist will soon make an intimate acquaintance with the car window. You aim and the stone meets no resistance. Window crank down. Fine, if you're responsible, some psycho might come along and steal the car. Without much delay, you pry open the plastic dashboard. You halfway out through your scenes. The TV, short circuits, or car are just made up of nonsense, but today, your lucky day, it actually works. The car engine is howling like your breath. You put the car into reverse and maneuver it out the narrow parking space. The headlights illuminate that many parked cars, which have been ensembled here over decades. A shiver go down your spine. Ooh. The car dashes out the parking lot and chases down the dirt road. Something tells you there won't be any oncoming traffic tonight as you steer the car from the dirt road onto the next country road. You're overcome by a sudden sense of relief. This engine roars and you speed off into the dark. Where we going? I just stole a car months later. Did I leave Innsmouth? Boston, 13th of November. You jerk away. Only the pale moonlight seeps through the blinds of your apartment. I need some new blinds, bro. I need some light. It must be very late in the night. You're soaked in sweat as per usual. You sit up in the edge of the bed and try to calm down. You're safe. You're at home. I don't think I'm at home. To put an end to your schemes, the kidnapping and all the lies, you escape, but you're still under some spell of Innsmouth. Okay? So then I ain't escaped then. You returned to Boston, you did everything you could. Had to burn alive, never again, cold cases. What happened? Bro. Let's escape, man. Fuck it. Apparently we didn't make it, so we're gonna try again. Hold on, bro. Go back to where I was, bro. Oh, the beach was where I was at, okay. No. I wish this game was more clear of what I was, what your boy was doing. Harbor, beach, city intruder. Load that. Okay. Screeching the seagulls and endless white, brown, fine, gray. I think I still told choice. This is associated with real vacation. Come on, man. The sea on the horizon, the ocean look limits. The rhythm of waves is hypnotic. Spending time here is much better than visiting the dive bar next. Okay? Awesome thoughts. You keep wandering over the dunes. You notice how all the colors of the sea and the beach seem to be swallowed up by shrinking light visions. You hold your hand up in front of your face. Your skin looks gray and matte. You still feel relaxed. sea invigorates you. You feel a deep sense of longing with the serene sense of inner peace and freedom until the techno music starts a monotonous beat. The sound seems to come directly from the beach ball a few hundred yards off. Given the changing weather is perhaps no surprise what is else supposed to do on the beach, apart from drink a cheap cocktail. Niggas cheap, and dance to bad music. Something strange grabs your attention. A kind of cage standing in shallow water, perhaps 12 feet wide and deep. Man, let me get a drink. Fuck that thing. The cries of the seagulls are preciously drowned out by the early 90s techno beats. Early 90s? What year it is? That's how some people need to enjoy themselves. One note in the Innsmouth, the owner of the beach bar has taken great pains to make up some deficits. The bar is made of wooden planks featuring a nice inside canopy made from palm trees. Admittedly, the palm trees are no longer green. They like browning out. They're gray, dried out. Okay, great. As well as the demon has sucked life out of it. Whoa. The bar is flanked by a wooden bar stool and a few meters away toward the ocean. 2 rows of deck chairs have been put up so that people can get drunk while lying down. That's bad. Do you not know you could die drinking? You could choke. I've done it before. I ain't gonna say I choked, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. From a distance, that bar looked busy, but now as you arrive, you realize that the party is already over, if it ever took place. As the dope people hang out there, a few surfer dudes stagger up like zombies. Some of them carry empty contact glasses, some of them yell, "Party!" and woo! Enthusiastically, precisely. People. A guy with long hair, sunglasses nods his head, and the time of the techno beat taps home on the bar counter with his flat hand. There's no bar staff in sight. Running to his hand, you had spotted on their way here, spread out on the deck chairs. They're evidently trying to keep away from the party. Let me talk to them. You look around, sit at the bar, take one of them deck chairs. Let's talk to people. We're a detective. It can't hurt to just press for a moment. It means you with some ambition, full of energy, or whatever. Most of these chairs are free. All offer excellent views of the sea and increasingly cloudy horizon. Know what that? Yeah. I'm gonna go over to where the other tourists are, man. And he fat. I mean, nobody shaming. Why not? Maybe you're able to learn their language. If you spend some of the time around them, it's on the families you've noticed a few times today. That was like if I ain't, well, I've seen my fair share of country hillbillies. I'll tell you one thing, he fit the description. If one family you've already noticed a few times today, pathogenic parents who are consistently eating, and they're chronically bad-tempered children need a whooping before are hard to miss with their loud shouting and tasteless tourist outfits. You settle down on the deck chair, sipping on soft drinks, soda. You clear your throat and then turn a sign for hello there. I would like to say something. What am I gonna ask him? You know what these cages for? If it's in the sea, hold on, let's put two and two together. If it's in the sea, obviously it's for like catching crabs. For a cage is for catching crabs. That's what most people do. You know, they use a cage to catch crabs or like, you know, clams, oysters, whatever. I'm looking for this girl, bro. I'm looking for the girl. You say you shot on the photo tablet. Parents being forward is pointing. Nope, sorry. Father says he goes back to sipping his fruit juice. Nope, me either. What are you gonna ask him? Nothing. To hell with him. Who are you kidding? You side of me and the social side. You get comfortable on the deck chair, the incoherent chatter of the family nearly stagnant in the background. Not too shabby. Dark clouds drawing together on the horizon. Worry you a little, but they're far away enough for you to simply enjoy this moment on the beach. Technically, you have been near the beach the whole time, but you couldn't really switch off because of the constant sense of danger. A feeling of paranoia that you simply couldn't check off. Luckily, the paranoia has gone. A cool sea breeze caresses your face as you tune out the other tourists on conversations. You listen to them murmur regular to and fro. He has soothing effect on you. I ain't falling asleep around people I don't know. It's cold, you're freezing, which is annoying because you have settled down quite Uncharted. And yeah, we're gonna play Uncharted 2 for y'all, you know what I'm saying? The deck chairs, you could swear you noticed a shadow while half asleep. There's a figure who tried to grab you and carry away. Was that all a dream, Biggie? A chilly wind blows on your face. Oh, damn it. This case is gonna be the death of me. You simply lie there as you. Nah, your attempts to return to a more comfortable position are punished by stabbing pain you behind some bit from the chair digging into your craft. Probably a cheap model. Damn tight ass. You murder weakly and push yourself into an upright position. The sun has now set. All the other holidaymakers have gone. Instead of freezing their ass off, the party is in a warm hotel. The moon illuminates the beach. The waves remain its eerie green glow. Green nature is fascinating. You stretch your tense neck and you notice some lights off in the distance. Night has fallen, and with each passing minute, it seems to get chillier. The lights appear to be moving and leading away from the town. You wonder whether you should take a closer look at the spectacle or go to your want. I mean, we're already out here. You know what I'm saying? We're detectives, man. We gotta do what we gotta do. Why not? The day is almost over anyway. Exactly. Maybe you can at least manage to figure out what the light is in the distance. Through the sand, and you notice that the lights you were heading towards are moving. They do not stand still but switch back and forth. Hang on a moment. You're on the beach. It's night. We're blinking lights. Sex call. You're for a sec. A rave. I'm gonna go with a rave. That's what I'm thinking. It is a beach. This is a crazy time. Could be some sex shit going on. Sorry to the kids listening if you're a kid. UFO sick. This is a weird town. Bro, I could say probably UFO, bro. Like, I'm gonna go with a rave, though. A rave. That makes sense, especially whether you're joining the party or not. Man, fuck it. Let's get there. Strange. Stack up moments of colorful glow sticks. You have been a fan of things that more sick than midlight. Just most cats. Just like most cats. That's why you rave parties have always fascinated you. You hurry along. You've arrived somewhat indecisively. You stand on sand dune and you take in the spectacle. There are 20, maybe 30 people who have gathered here on the beach. Close to the waves, you can see that they are naked under. I knew it. I should have chose that one. That's the one I feel like it was. You can see that they are naked under rags, nets that are wearing on their bodies. They perform a sensual and seemingly uncontrolled dance. Or glow sticks in the air. The masks that people are wearing seem familiar from a film, television. Distorted faces with angry mouths and ugly, googly eyes reminds you of a little voodoo. Here in the coast of New England. Let me find out y'all do that out there in New England. I'm gonna come out there. You are not quite sure anymore whether you are at a rave party or at an exotic fertility ritual. What y'all be doing? The acoustics are bad. Instead of the clear techno beat, people here rely on syncing. They could do with rehearsing though. Without any sense of rhythm, the people are chanting the same refrain over and over again. What the? Oh, that word, that Cthulhu word. That's a, I'm gonna take part of it. I'm a detective. The whole point of holiday is doing crazy things wouldn't normally do. And besides, nobody hears you. Knows you, exactly. You sneak up to the group dances and attempt to seamlessly blend into the chaos spectacle. You lucky in the midst of the rags that most people are wearing here. You're a detective, I think that's in particular stand out. I'm just another freak. You get swept. You get swept in the ecstasy of the dance. Your thighs tremble. Hold on, your arms gonna go about. You throw back your head and join the loud chant. Yeah, silly frogs. You enthusiastically imitate the chant. A few glow sticks have been dropped during the dance and lie abandoned in the sand. You bend down to pick up one of them. You realize that they are not disposable glow sticks, are they? The algae, growing algae. You keep dancing. Wait, ain't that like whatever? Past the bizarre mask was swallowing. Ew. But you're close, or think a bit scared from a distance. The horror part of it that you're seeing have completely escaped you. The party seems to be shifting onto the next phase. Somebody's been sacrificed. The dancers now have stepped the exotic movers and stand still as the outstretched arms facing the ocean. Silence. Complete silence. Apart from how you say that? Remember of the waves, then you can't make out another sound. A strange hissing sound. Another group of amateur actors join the dances. How's that actor, bro? That's real. They come straight out the water and wear costumes more suitable for Halloween than the raid party. Bring your scales over, cover those costumes, or is it professional makeup? The scaly skin costumes are real, super real. The muscular, clumsy, and much too long arms ending in set like life calls. The heads are a mixture of dumb-looking fish and deadly grizzlies. Hold on, man. Let's not offend these mother suckers. You know what I'm saying? We might, be put at the bottom of the ocean. Whoever came up with these massive seals needs to see a therapist. Bro, ask him, can you touch his face? Or do like white people do, ask, can he touch your hair? When the first masked creature reaches the group of dancers, you realize that these guys, it's just a little joke, y'all. There's absolutely tripping for this dude. All of these have bodies you can only get through years of hard physical training. And downloads of steroids. Nah, you ain't getting no steroids. Take a steroid, you ain't get nobody like that. That is fish. They also stark naked. You tilt your head involuntarily. Some things on bodies are quite difficult to replicate, even with paper mache or plastic mold. You know this from your own Halloween craft endeavors. Sound like I ain't too good. All this reading. It's even more difficult to make these things move. Hold on. Oh, you want to try?
Figured out my own.
Keep it up. Oh, yeah. You bring me? Oh, I'm in a quick take it from me. You sure? Which one? This thing. Yeah. Limo and chemo. That's the only one you wanted?
Yeah, what's
I mean, grasshopper, but that's different.
sure?
So you just okay. Yeah, you're not welcome. I'll be back. I'll be back. The dance group seems to welcome newcomers warmly. The nigga each costume giant seems to know whom they want to spend the evening. It does. Okay, they're right there. It does not take long, and every party guest is paired up with one of the fish creatures. And don't give me that damn fish creature. You stand a little off to the side, watch as they explore each other's bodies. Then they start to, whoa, okay. This part is definitely X-rated. A brave choice. A brave choice for tourist entertainment program while you are still gasping for air. Gasping. Indignantly. The couples are already rolled in the same groaning with pleasure. Whoa. Only one of the costume giants has not yet found a party. His Mickey eyes follow on you. No, they don't. He stalked over to you on his long legs. With one of his claws, he points at you, then at himself. I mean, I ain't freaky deaky, bro, but I think I got two options. You know what I'm saying? Either get killed, or like, I'm gonna offend him. If I offend him, I'll probably die. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck it. We're gonna get over here. You say open your arms with followers. It's private. Definitely not already. You are fascinated, no thrill with the fish meal costume. The things you like best are the soft but deadly claws. That's what I like. In particularly passionate moments, you can feel the razor sharp claws from the fisherman digging your skin. Definitely a souvenir to show off at home. That was wild. Okay, I got a little trophy. When the deed is done, you lie on the cool sand of your partner's. Ew, man, I didn't want to, All around you, the other couples do the same. Together, you look up at the green hue of the starry sky. No words are needed. The man in the fish costume only makes hissing and bleating sounds, but you have a deeper connection. This is rare. You feel at ease, you reflect on your life. Time flies too much fast. The party is over. The dance is gone. In the harbor, on the shaky legs. And so your partner is near too. You try to give him your phone. What? But he plays dumb. He snarls and shovels towards the ocean. That's when you think you find someone whom you can. Animal instincts, the person decides to. Hold on, man, my dude, the nigga I'm playing freaky deaky. You watch throughout as his head disappears different ways. You're not 100% sure. Use this day to the fullest, considering the reason you actually came here. Exactly. Either are you sure who the guy and his friends were, why they show up in the costume to an orgy. Wow. And what are some of the other things has remain? With a sigh, you pack the same clothes and make your way to the hotel. That was interesting. Darkness has befallen Innsmouth. An old-fashioned gaslight eliminated a few patches along the dark alleyways, but generally, it doesn't look as if town planners were too fussed with providing adequate lighting. Some streets are completely plunged into darkness. More and more to find your way around. Was this awful gargoyle already here early in the afternoon, or are you in the wrong part of the town altogether? When you're almost about to give up, you search for Gilman Hotel Resign, finds a cozy spot somewhere on the curb. You see it, the outline of a hotel roof. Luckily, the hotel is apart clearly from misshapen nearby tenements. The Gilman Hotel is an architectural masterpiece. Although right now in the dark, you can't make out most of its stylistic features. The hotel majestically rises 4 stories above the rickety houses that surround it. The sea leaves a glint in the light of the moon. Must be ivy. An empty parking lot makes you think that the hotel must still have some rooms available. Feel like you've been followed for a long time. The paranoia, constant glancing over my shoulder. You'll be able to figure out all of it soon. You follow the path leading up to the entrance and come to a standstill in front of a massive oak door. Your hand touches the cold metal handle. You press it down, pull out to your spot. The door don't open. Man, bust it down, man. Ring the doorbell. Surely it has been possible to get a concierge. Under a polished brass sign that reads Best Hotels Competition 1928, first round competitor. You find the doorbell. You press it down no longer, second, then again longer, then once more for good luck. Wherever the doorbell is ringing, you can't hear it chime out. You press the button a few more times, but now some angry person should be threatening you with physical violence. Nothing. Man, look for another way. Metal bars in front of the window make it impossible. If they ain't gonna hear no doorbell ring, why would they hear my knock? Metal bars in front of the window make it impossible to climb inside, but you at least hope you'll find a lit window which could knock on to make it okay. They won't even let you give the night staff a good scare. All the rooms inside the hotel seem to be in complete darkness, including the foyer. How do you say that? No one is working. No one is having a drink at the hotel bar. Keep walking around. You walk around the hotel hoping to find no luck. Back to the entrance. Hard to believe such a thing is possible these days, but the hotel seems really closed. No one is allowed in, or out for that matter. Do the guests know that they're locked in the building overnight? Or there be other gormless tourists in an hour or two trying to get in just like you are now? Actually, your problem. You remind yourself. You turn around, leave the hotel behind you, walk to the street. Downtown. You wander the streets, the dark clouds spread out from the sea like claws, ominously reach for the town, reach for you. Sun is set, the temperature dropping fast, the air too gets colder, rough wind whips through the alleys, you're lost. You have no idea how to get out this forsaken town. And if you weren't bad enough, you also underestimated the September weather on the coast. The real cold temperatures are still yet to come. Scattered raindrops do not bode well. You earnestly wander the streets, the narrow alleys, labyrinthine for simple wooded fishing huts. At least you're not completely on your own. Look at that. Even at this hour, there are groups of people patrolling with torches, pitchforks and knives and nets. Stay in the shadows, bro. It's not necessarily the knives and the nets make you worried, it's the limp that many villagers have. It makes you nervous. Duh. People don't walk, they waddle, stagger, stumble, shuffle with the upper bodies, lifted up like malicious trolls in a fantasy film. You have found a refugee behind some old bears in their street. You love to sit up here, but in the middle of the alley, you are without protection against the rain. The pitchfork mob still hasn't noticed you. Knock on the door. Maybe now the people are cranky, cold-hearted hicks. Maybe someone will let you spend the night in their house if you ask politely enough. Maybe pigs can fly. The opposite was never proven anyway. The idea of spending the night in the warmth and leaving Innsmouth early tomorrow morning fills you with new hope. Your hand glides over your wrinkled trench coat, which really needs to be ironed. You're a freelance. Have you enough experience with looking pitiable? You got a good feeling about this. Does all wooden huts look similarly run down? You simply knock on the next best door in order to escape the rain. The patter of ever-increasing rain is the only thing you can hear. No steps, no metallic clinking of keys, no good Samaritan to let you in the house at this dark hour. Fuck it. Break down, knock it. There's another just over there again. You try your and knock 3 times quickly. You know, unless you're in, the difference is that this time you hear a rustling sound of curtains. I'm an outsider. They're not gonna let me in. Okay? Try to provoke a reaction. When your arms against the wooden planks you try to take a look inside, but it's too dark to see anything. This is exactly the kind of cowardly attitude that's led this time to poverty and ruin. You hiss at the curtains because somebody must be listening. Good deeds are what separates everyday heroes from common peasants. Good deeds like giving shelter to poor private detectives on rainy nights. You can't be sure the occupants of this house has even heard one word of what I said. Still, you feel a little better now. A creaking sound behind you makes you freeze the door right behind. An old woman is peering at the house in front of you, which you were shouting. She is cracked over the front and examines you through brown spectacles. She reminds you of an insect. Her voice is rusty sandpaper. What do you want? I need a place. I can't even see her eyes. Why would I lie to her like that? Fuck it. Nah, can I use your phone? We wanna be real. I need a place to stay for the night, you say honestly. She licks her lips. Was it you who was just running out here? Yeah, I guess that was me. She answered truthfully. It's a very urgent call. The woman looks up you and down. You feel assessed and judged. Then there's a rattling cough. Oh, she got COVID. Judging by the raised corners of her mouth, she may even be laughing. But at least you're honest, kid. She opens the door a little wider and waves you in. Okay, come in. Wait, was that her eyes just getting big? Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. Gratefully. First of all, she might be old lady, but she could be a saggy old lady. You try to make out the details about inside the dark old house. Candles are lined up on the shelves and small sides of the table. A lot of them are almost burned down. At least they keep you from running into furniture. The old woman is probably blind and that's why she's home. Or maybe she know her house inside and out. You know what I'm saying? When you really know your place, you don't need no lights. You know what I'm saying? I could walk somewhere with my eyes closed and know where I'm going. But, you know, neither here nor there. Only with a lot of effort can you make out the contours of narrow doors that line the walls of the room. However, whoever, I don't know how I said that, is responsible for the design of this hut has obviously tried to squeeze as much as possible to their minimalist. I have a guest bed available. You can have it if you help me with the garden, sweetie. Girl, you know what? It's. Alright, bro, let's just do it. Sure, I'll help you real quick, man. A woman is at least 100 years old. How you know that? You the only thing she needs help with is picking up some daisies from the ground. She clap her hands. She need to clap. Nah. Perfect. Let's get straight down to work. And afterwards, Ethel will make you hot tea. So the name's Ethel. The lively old woman immediately scurries there through. Why can't I see? One of the narrow doors and hastily waves you to follow her. A smile creeps onto your face. You got a good feeling. Nah, bro. Try not to knock anything over. You make your way through the darkness. This place seems less like a house and more like an art installation. You walk through another room that doesn't even have candles, but a faint source of light leads you further. As you cross the room, you almost trip over a bad line on the floor. She got dead bodies in there. This must be a strange storage room where the old lady keeps her potato sacks. The bat makes a squeaky sound. Poor Harvey's evidence. Should I kick that bitch again or should you know what? We following her, we gonna do our deed. I don't wanna get kicked out already. You push the door open a little further and step onto a small whatever veranda. It appears that every single one of these small houses in the residential area has its own back garden, which is shielded from neighbors by high wooden fences. If the garden is well protected from many private looks, it is also very small. Only medium-sized pools which have room here in the summer. But the old woman seems to have on of her small garden. Before you graced her with your presence, she was in the process of digging an elongated pit. Why was she digging a pit? Yo, old ass, what is you doing digging? Even the rain and hard ground just could not have been an easy task. So she is an insect. She's an insect. There's a shovel in the heap of the earth that is piled next to the pit. A light brown. Oh, she digging that for me. She knew she was gonna let me in, so she was already digging it. A light brown bag with many. Oh, she was. Oh, hold on. That thing got stepped over. She digging that for them, and she want me to be an accomplice. As long as you don't snitch on me, I'm cool. A light brown bag with many stains lies on the other side of the pit in damp grass. The pit would have to be a dug, but deeper for the bag to fit though. So she clapped her hands. You freeze. You hadn't noticed her coming up next to you. I mean, you're a detective. You're supposed to notice. I'm supposed to notice everything. This needs to be buried before it starts to stink. Your hand grabs the shaft. Hold. About the shovel. But then something catches your attention. It's the lining bag. Extremely twisted and shrunk. Man, consider it done, man. I'm here for a play. I ain't doing my job. Say no more. Or to question the orders of a strange old lady. You got to work on a small dish that had been dug. Suspicious bag. First of all, anything with an S, I'm gonna kind of fuck it up. Besides like regular words, the sooner you will be able to sleep. Hopefully you feel without fairy-filled nightmares. Toot. Ethel does the gesture of a train driver. How nice. Pensioners with such sunny disposition are rare. The earth is softer than you had anticipated. Instead of a rock-hard ground, you dig up soft earth. Rocky bones. Oh shit. And some dental braces. These braces belong to you? Too, she ain't got no braces. I ain't been questioning a lot of stuff. I guess you've had a lot of pets then, you ask carefully. Oh no, I've never had any pets. After answers, you calmly as you unload piles of bones next to the pit. Bit by bit, you dug the pit first. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Hold on. You have produced a huge pile of earth which is full of bones. Ethel seems very pleased with your work. Before you know it, the old woman is standing at your side, digging you in the ribs with her elbow. Man, I would say, scoot over. I'd have hit her with my elbow. Scoot over. That was a piece of cake for a young person like you, wasn't it, sweetie? She claps her hands and leads you to the bag, which is now writhing as if possessed by the devil. Oh, get rid of it. Go on. Bag in. Bit of dirt on top. And a skinny hand pats you on the back. I'll put on the kettle. Ethel returns. Oh no, I ain't drinking shit from her. Ethel returns to her house and leaves you alone with the dug ditch. A twitching linen bag and many questions. Ah man, nah bro. If it running like the devil, bro, you gotta go, bro. Tea sounds good, especially after a day like today. And then back at your feet, still writhing back and forth as if possessed by the devil. Man, kick that thing in there. These rabbit fairs were asking for it. The tip of your shoe kicks it right into the middle of the fabric. Back on the... See, I'm just doing... Look. She going to hell. Okay? I might partly go to hell, then go back to heaven, because I ain't put that person in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I might kick... She told me it was ferrets. That's feral. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my due diligence by just kicking it in the hole and just... You know what I'm saying? Getting out the way. The tip of your shoe kicks right into the middle of the fabric. The bag only rolls a few inches. If it ain't, I ain't heard nobody say, get me out of here. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? The bag only rolls a few inches. And now rather even more as if it's possessed by the devil. Are ferrets able to communicate with each other? You could swear that you heard a distant oomph sound. 2, 3, 4, 5 well-packed kicks, and the bag finally lands in the pit. Life is a happy song. And you should shove a heaped up soil back into the pit. You're making an effort to distribute the previously exposed bones in the soil with authentic regularity. You want to leave everything the way you found it. And then your work is done. The moment you ram the shovel into the ground, lightning strikes over Innsmouth, followed by a crash and roll of thunder. Better go inside. Inside the hut, you follow a trail of tea lights that guide you back to the living room. Like a landing strip. Ethel comes out of the room that you hadn't even noticed before. Hold on, how that room get there? Old lady, here's my little guest room. Hope you like it. Tears nearly ready. After thanking Ethel for her hospitality, you disappear to a small room to recover for exertion of digging. I think that's what that means. I said it right. Although the guest room is also lit by nothing other than candles, it's cozier than the rest of the house. This is probably due to the light colored wallpaper, which is covering the rotted wood. So you in the trap house. She tried to renovate a trap house, but it ain't do good enough. The evening is lovely. Delicious tea and cookies with Ethel in the warm bed. You're sleeping great. In the morning, Ethel has prepared a huge breakfast for you. You better not be cooking ferret meat. In the first sun rays of the day bath, and the bath of the house was being so creepy last night in a soft light. It's crazy how perception could play such tricks on you. When you leave her house, wave goodbye, you realize something. It occurs to you that Ethel is an awful animal abuser. She gonna get hers. Show her the middle finger or keep waving. I mean, she did give me some hospitality, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have to do that. She just couldn't finish the job. She couldn't, you know. I mean, she was about to before she let me in. You know what? That's you. I ain't got no animosity. You just keep waving to try to suppress the memory of her dead ferrets. Jeez, this town is the worst. On it with trolls and frog-like creatures lurking in the shadows. Every now and then, hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. Never mind. Every you have thoughts of a nice place, but not so terrible. Creep upon you. The sunlight helps definitely a front of gray clouds. What time it is? It's probably like, I don't know. But don't fall asleep. You here to listen to me. Watch me enjoy. It's already lurking on the horizon, but the bright morning hours ease the paranoia from last night. What also helps is the fact that not a soul is out and about. Or we out here by ourselves. We can do anything. We can street. We can. If you look like people from Innsmouth, you probably also only venture out at night. With these musings, you walk right through the old town. I take that back. I didn't mean to say street. To the center. It doesn't take you long until you stand in the front of the bus that would take you and Hanfordville back to Boston. It didn't go so badly. Months later, Boston, 13th of November. You jerk awake, only the pale moonlight seep through the blinds of your apartment. It must be very late in the night. You soak the sweat as per usual. You sit up on the edge of the bed and try to calm down. You're safe, you're at home. You managed to put an end to the schemes, the kidnapping out alive. You escape, you still in the Innsmouth. Oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? I'm supposed to find the girl. Oh. How do I find this girl? We're gonna go to the town square, bro. Innsmouth Square is the being heart of the city, a big attraction for local terrorists animated by groups of visitors who are chatting away in the sun. A lot less animated are the lethargic locals who are lurking or lurking about the squares. Rather creepy looking fountains in the middle of the square. That's what we saw on the beach, bro. That's what that was, but they had legs instead of the mermaid-like tail. Giant fish-like stone statue stretches across toward the sky, water flowing out its menacing jaws. Water sprays into the hair, providing a refreshing breeze to the tourists sitting around the edge of the fountain. Looking at it closely now, it rather looks like a giant drooling fish monster, which I seen. I had a little date with shit. Not me, but him. Old buildings through the side street reveal the true Innsmouth crumbling facades, just far enough through the average tourist doesn't even notice. They probably used to seeing them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you also notice the mean grims of gargoyles sternly looking down into the visitors from the corner of their buildings. You make a mental note to block out the Innsmouth architecture in the future. At first you glance, you can see the town hall and the police station behind the fountain. Should be a few more public. Y'all got a police station and they can't solve the cases? Somebody had to get me to come here? Really? Y'all police ain't shit. You see the town hall and the police station behind the fountain. There should be a few more public facilities nearby, but you don't notice anything right away. We go to the police station. I need to get on their ass. You enter the precinct, find yourself in a small foyer. A counter separates visitors from that. I need to have access to this place. Officers on duty is standard practice. Observe even if cranky little town like Innsmouth. A chilly, not particularly inviting old building with one single narrow window on the northernmost wall. Yeah, they pull out here. The room is bathed in yellowish light, but rather than a warmer glow, it's much more like warm, sick. Ew. Yellow wallpaper. Loose. Walls. Probably a process. Y'all mayor need his ass whooped. He been stealing the city money. Been ongoing for years. The exciting finale of what you can witness today. Almost every other poisonous green tile on the floor has cracks or other small damage. A policeman is on the reception desk duty. He looks at you through dull eyes. The police station gives out the same lethargic vibe that you came to expect from his house by now. But who knows? Maybe they Let me talk to this guard. Okay, get down to the point that the life of a little girl is in danger. Exactly. The wooden floorboards creak under your shoes as you approach the cop. It sounds like the moaning of an audience somewhere in the distance, commenting on the display of epic stupidity. The cop on duty has been watching you intently ever since you entered the room. He clears his throat before talking to you. Damn, he ugly. Bro, he look like a... What is that? He look like a, Bro, I don't even know what to call it. I forgot what it's called. So you want to file a missing person report. Why would you assume that? The cop seems briefly surprised. Well, it's just one of our motorists. He stopped himself mid-sentence. All of a sudden, the papers in front of him have become super important, and he starts making neat piles that are perfectly perpendicular to the pen and the ruler. It's pure zen to behold. When he's done, he returns his attention to you. What do you want? Why so many people reported missing, bro? Instead, his newly arranged desk and adjusted objects even more. Only an electron microscope could now show any inaccuracy still present in his arrangement. Then all of a sudden, the cop gets up and murmurs, "Lunch break, you bitch," and disappears to the back office. Question time appears to be over. Bro, you ain't no help. I'm gonna look through them papers. I'm a detective. I'm supposed to be big probing. Okay? A quick look to the left. No one in sight. That's the song. I forgot what song that was. I was gonna quote it. So inspect the desk. You notice your heart beating loudly in your chest. You start rooting, but sadly you can't find anything apart from the cross-out TikTok. This nigga been playing games. Take his job serious? Dude, a worrying amount of the people struck up on gallows. He definitely not made any recent notes that you consider useful. Why did the man have 18 cucumbers on his shopping list? Bro, freaky 18 cucumbers? Most people need 1 or 2 or 3 to be the max. 18 cucumbers, bro. I wouldn't say nothing if it was 18 cucumbers and pickles, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the same thing, but whatever, bro. Like, disappointed, you step away from the desk, you keep looking around. Initially, you perform an inspection before it doesn't reveal anything new behind the entrance door. In the blind spot, you notice a yellow poster with a slogan, "Bounce." Police dog said, "Paws off the drugs." What the dog look like? If the police look like that, what the dog look like? Underneath, there's a faded drawing of a dog riding a unicorn over a rainbow. You can't help it, thinking that the poster has contradictory message. Right? Like, normally, like, unicorn shit equals to, like, psychedelic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some psychedelic shit. But look up at the ceiling, notice a CCTV camera. You had to spot it when you entered. I need that footage up there. Get me out the camera. You hadn't spotted when you enter the station. Normally you expect this in the police station, but this is the first object in the room. Fabricated after the turn of the century. Lucky for you, you have noticed the camera before doing anything stupid. Oh wait, from the room next door, you can make out some of the commotion, rustling voices, and suddenly the door opens. Several cops enter the room. All eyes on me. Man, run! A little bit too late, you realize all of this incredible. I'll explain without a moment hesitation. You beat it. Stop! The cop shouts after you. I'm a detective. Why I ain't gotta listen to you, man? I'm private. You wrench open the heavy door and run across the town square. A few locals and tourists look at you surprised, but no one wants to get involved in whatever just happened. Yeah, you better mind your business. You run around the fountain and slow down a little so you can be a little less suspicious. You keep watching the police station, but there's neither an alarm nor does anyone come out the building to look for you. The sense of self-possession tells you to leave the town square. There's still no sirens, but you know there's more and more police leaving the station and mingling among the police and the people. Nah, I mean, don't talk to the police, bro. Let me go to the harbor. Yeah, my harbor is a sign posted much better than the local hospital. You wonder if hospitals even needed here. Our walk, a mile-long carpet of cobblestone, is now ahead of you. The traffic in Boston is more hectic, but at least they have heard of asphalt. As you keep walking, there are fewer residential buildings on your path, and instead, there are now warehouses that must be fish markets due to the smell. You can also hear nearby workshops. That's who I need to talk to. Working people. Never mind. No, I don't. People in gray raincoats are walking to fishermen who have run. Fishermen. Talk to the fishermen. Ain't that what happened? Ain't that what happened to the people in I Know What You Did Last Summer? They was killed by fishermen. They weren't errands. Now and again, the split second would pass one another. You catch a glimpse of faces in the hoods. For your eyes, they look at you suspiciously. Although there are a few clouds in the sky, there's no chance of rain as far as you can tell. Why are they wrapped up like that? Distinct sense of approaching storm. Okay, so let me not go to the beach this time. The sound of the rhythmic blows of a hammer nearby tears you away from these thoughts. It should be interesting to watch the work of a shipyard, but little Tabitha is unlikely here to play, right? From a distance, you can already see the masts of boats which rise up into the sky like a row of spears. Okay, how you say that? Look around. The view of the harbor is splendid. Boats of all shapes and sizes are coming and going. Nets are being emptied out, and fish seem to be endless splashing into huge freezer boxes. Local trays are being sealed with handshakes, and at the end of a wide headline, the huge lighthouse watches majestically over the bay. I need to go there. The ideal postcard motive if it weren't for the people. You only know fishermen from the movies. You only have to admit that certain prejudices these include. They have weather-beaten skin, and the captains always well-groomed beards. They're either strong, silent types, or hard-drinking lads. who sing filthy sea shanties, and they cuss like a mother. Nah, but these creatures in front of you, neither majestic nor Larry. Larry, how you say that? They move around more like tragic facts than you expect to see in French cathedrals. A few yards to the right, there's a fork in the road, and a sign pointing north. Its inscriptions read, Innsmouth Beach. It's a part built as like a church. Ain't going to church. On the coast? How eccentric. Let's go to the lighthouse, bro. Initially, it looks like the lighthouse was quite close, but as you keep walking, it takes much longer than you expected. I don't think I've been to the lighthouse or the church. The path consists of jagged rocks like that. I think I did. Okay. I think I did this. Despite the storm, the lighthouse keeper has been putting signals to the left by being a light to guide the boats out to safety. Soon you complete your drinks, but you make it at last. Standing at the door leading to the inside of the lighthouse. Some joker has scratched something into the flaky light layer on the surface of the door. Don't come any closer. They want your body. Uh-oh. It sounds suspicious like UFO. Damn nerds. What are they scared of? Yesterday is a chemtrails today. Today is where actually man-eating plants. Surely there's some kind of cuckoo club setting up there. There's one playing around with pen and paper. Embarrassing. What passes as humans these days? You decide to rough them up a little. You consider the danger that a dilapidated old building may hold a fragile building about to collapse. UFO nutters with aluminum hats, sex-hungry mindless, and naked cultists. House dust. What? Not to mention the missing girl that you need to find. Still, how often does you come to a place like this? Almost automatically, your hand comes to rest on a black iron door. And it pushes down slowly and carefully. The door opens a crack, giving you a small glimpse into the neglected interior of the lighthouse. You ain't scared of nothing? Unsure what to do next, you peek into the dark building. A very, very tall and thin building. Admittedly, it is highly unlikely that the lighthouse will collapse today of all days. At least this is what you keep repeating in your mind like a mantra. I step aside as dry but cold. The icy still air cools your shivering limbs. Even further, a spiral staircase leads up to the higher levels, and the top of the lighthouse on the higher floors. I'm being honest, I don't like reading this much. I prefer more gameplay. But I want to beat this game. I want to find this girl so I can get this game over. So, round windows at the side of the wall through the which thunder and lightning throw brief flickers of light. Oh my goodness. Even the lowest corridor catches some of the light so that you find yourself not completely in the dark. There are also some lamps that wind up along the... Have anybody played this game? The black and white tiles on the floor have probably not been cleaned since the dawn of time. You don't know that. The storage boxes are cluttered around the place and take up about a third of the area of the ground. To your astonishment, the walls of the lighthouse, I wish it wasn't so much. You know what I'm saying? The metallic red and white paint exterior cladding must have been installed somewhat later as a modernization measure. You think that a sex cult in here is now a bit unlikely, but you do not want to give up hope just yet. Let's flip the switch, see if that works. Trying won't hurt, unless of course you blow a fuse. You flip the light switch and wait in the twilight for something to happen. You know from the old lamps in the cellar that they sometimes need a little help. Flip the switch again and again, you come to the conclusion that you might have to do with the pale daylight. Let's read. You managed to make out. Activate too close to electrical circuit. Electrical powers may be many machines, especially those giving off light and warmth. Indeed, this is how lights construct. Let's inspect the boxes. Considering that the lighthouse is easy to reach from the port, the structure is odd. There are all these supplies here. The boxes seem to hold food supplies, which make up bulk goods and loads of spare electrical parts. You inspect one of the open crates, and according to this label, has been delivered by the company from Salem. Is there a Salem There's Salem in Boston? In England? New England? I'm confused. Spare lamps, tools, wiring. In theory, even a dusty system such as this one can be brought back to life with all these parts. The food is not quite to your taste, but efficient. Tinned tuna, sauerkraut, and all kinds of canned fruit. Still feel. I ain't gonna lie, I like me some sardines. I used to. But you couldn't tell me nothing about no sardines, bro. Tuna, you can't go wrong with some tuna, bro. You make you some tuna, eat it that night. You know what I'm saying? Some Ritz crackers, a little sandwich. Let me stop talking about food. 4 of the boxes are empty, 12 others are still untouched. Whoever lived here must have avoided contact with locals like the devil avoided. I'm gonna go up these steps. The bands that have suffered the most age damage, the ravages of time, have not only worn away the paint on the building, but also the iron struts and pillars themselves. The scaffold seems to move as you walk up, just as if the construction is about to collapse. And I was thinking that. And when halfway up the stairs, you can hear a loud metal clicking sound. The stairway suddenly jerks down a little, and your insides feel like they can down till you hit. You try to get the depth of a fall, but the structure were to collapse now. You would break your cute bones. Ooh! Fuck it, keep it. Just because the core of the spinal staircase is a bit loose, that doesn't mean it's going to collapse. That's true. I used to drive over. I remember driving over bridges, bro. Like a man-made bridge over like a little swamp area we used to live in. I would think we had this big Tahoe truck. I would think it was gonna break every time. It never broke. That's the strongest little bridge I ever seen in my life. Just because, whatever. That's a story. You know, I ain't mean to tell that. Just because the cord, don't mean it's gonna break. And perhaps it's just residual alcohol in your bloodstream. I didn't drink nothing. What alcohol I got in my system? Somebody drugged me? I don't drink. You carefully continue to one of the higher floors, about 30 feet above. Damn, 30 feet. A metal plate in the core of the spiral staircase would also provide some stability if the whole thing was so damn rusty. You need some WD-40. You can see a plain bed, a desk with a telephone, chest of drawers, and a wardrobe with an embedded mirror. A Persian carpet is laid out over the ribbed metal floor. A pathetic attempt to make this room a little more homely. At least there's a window on this level. You mean the light shit? Rain pelts against the glass. The weather outside seems to get worse and worse. You hesitate. Nah, keep walking up, bro. You think you've seen enough because you seem to follow down so still. Meanwhile, thunder light outside become more ferocious, just as if the center of the storm is the lighthouse itself. Stoically, you continue your way upstairs. The banister continues to wobble and squeak suspiciously, but it withstands the strain. The radius of the spiral staircase gradually becomes smaller. You estimate that you are now halfway up the building. You walk past another platform 4. This is the level obviously used for nothing else but storing boxes. These 30-40 stack boxes full to the brim with books. Books? No food? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with books. But you need to be food. Seeing all these book causes a warm fuzzy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Really? Working in the house and all these boys do nothing but read? I mean, I don't know, what comes with being the lighthouse person, but I guess the only thing you really can do is stay in the lighthouse to guide boats, you know what I'm saying, to where they need to go. So, I guess books is the best thing to have. If you're gonna play a game, but you're gonna play your PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Really? Working in the lighthouse in these boats, yeah. Don't they have radios and mobile phones? Super addictive games. You remember that there's no mobile reception. Exactly, so there's no reason to have no phone. Well, I ain't gonna say no reason, but... And you don't actually want to know what sort of radio stations are popular with these fishing people. No, you're pretty certain that the reason all these books are here must have been sheer desperation. Fuck it, let's look at some books. I missed the last one. Take a moment to examine the boxes and their contents more closely. Quickly, you realize that these are almost exclusively non-fiction books. You discover lexicons, grammar for English and Spanish, Non-fiction books are biology, chemistry, physics, and geography. There also is a Bible, my type of person. A guide to etiquette and a worn handbook for tourists. For tourists. Out of the interest, you flip through some of the books. The newest ones seem to be from around the 1980s, but some go back records. Decorated with strange curls around the edges. In the last box, you find a few books that differ greatly from scientific character of the rest. These are books about occultism and obscure religious titles. Oh, never mind, not my type of book, no more. I don't deal with them. I don't do that. Mysteries of the Warren, Unspeakable Cults, and the Liber Ivories. There's also a book about popular UFO nutcases. And suddenly everything makes sense. Sometimes people was a little soft in the head. Probably is on the list. I mean, the book, you get any type of book, I'm gonna be honest. Even if somebody give me a book, if I have the time in my hand to just sit in a lighthouse and just do whatever, man, give me whatever, bro. Except for no crazy sex shit. And then more likely that you'll find anything related to your case here. You find a strange collection of objects on this level. And toys, the objects seem to have no connection to each other. In one corner you see an old tube television set with a Betamax device connected to it. Maybe it's worth looking through all these. Something valuable. The toys, bro. Your colorful objects around the table. You find a ruby balls and a bunch of Aikido sticks. What's that? There's also a few of these on the skill-based games where you have two metal plates tangled together. You have to get them apart somehow. You can't make it work. Ready. And left alone. You're drunk, man. You can't be detective and drunk. In this case, kid cut announced Emma. Besides towards you, a blank paper, a key, palette, a can opener, a plate of cutlery. And the other day, every day, behind the table hangs a large poster on which someone has drawn two hands. It's labeled hands. Know your tools. Underneath are some hand gestures you can use to create shadow play. You feel for a bit, spin your right. Now you can do the crane, the crossroads. Obviously somebody trying to stay in shape. There ain't much you could do. The TV. Oh, you would record it to be that. Set it up. A notes hand. Insert. Activate the playback. You can't think of anything better to do with your time, so you're 30 cassette stuff. The picture quality is well that of a video cassette tape. As the sound just serious images, walking, stroking, running. Serious to be cut. Out of context, you see excerpts, movies, news, acrobatic. I don't know how to say that word. Video. Music shows, then follow footage. People, hairs, climbing stairs, dancing, cycling, swimming. So like a workout video. All complete silence. Finally, the screen goes dark just as you're about to take the tape off out of the recorder, and the section of recording begins. And the same while mixing sort of materials, but this time focuses on hands, clapping hands. Just tackling, man. Hands that use typewriters, cutting food, steering cars, and other things. You were desperate for explanation for the whole movie to stop. Then the teacher picked whatever, bro. It's black. And with a loud click, it was ejected. That's a waste of money. At least no creepy Japanese kid crawled out of TV. Okay, stab it, ring. Nobody's here though. I'm a detective, bro. Let's go to the last floor. The last one's off the hardest, or was it the first ones? No matter which steps, your heart is now beating so strong that you can feel it pressing against your chest. Once you're back home, you should really consider a healthier life. I should have got on the exercise machine, my fat ass. At least you have reached the top floor of the lighthouse. Door glass windows separate you from thunderstorm outside. Rain pours down on panes, and lightning occasionally. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of thunder and lightning. There's something about it that's just soothing to me. I don't know why. I don't want to get struck by that, but you know. Tasteless paintings of ships on churning waters. In the center of the floor, there is a metal column that you assume that all this serves to be. And that is the construction. Apart from that, the floor is completely unfurnished. Sheets of paper with string fit the window. Pencil portraits of people, trees, houses, and dogs. Around each that have made notes, but you can't make out the language. You wonder if there's a astute artist who lived here towards the end, a Russian sleeper agent. Another ramp leads to the lighthouse, where actual lighthouse. A part of yours must be installed. You walk up the steep stairs, you've done it. You made it to the house. Not in a million years did you think about this job would take you to such a safe place in a boring coastal town. There's such a the glass cage, erratic intervals. How do you say that? Erratic intervals, spellbound when you look at the waves. They're beautiful. And steady move, following salt water splashing upon the oh so incredibly high. By all the majestic beauty that you almost wish you were to feel the first sea breeze on your skin, but wait. You try to tear yourself away from the endless spectacle of sea, turn your attention to the center of the glass small. It is then that you make a curious observation. The lighthouse has no light at all. Construction that could rotate the direction of a harbor or the sea. Not even a flashlight on the microphone, or you would electrical machine. There is only a black column, about 3 feet, whose curved forms merge at the top, kind of marble plate, an altar, a voice in the back of your head informs you there's a cube on the altar. Intrigued to walk closer, the material of the cube must be responsive. Bones. Just there. Perfect right. Everything looks as if it's been made from one piece. Your first thought is some arbitrary. Turns out to be hieroglyphics, kind of simple to read. Curiously, you walk to the column. Or what are the Egyptian hieroglyphics doing in the lighthouse? Your fingers are itching. Man, to the cube, what I'm doing, man? I'm doing my job. You hold up to the bronze cube in your hands, feel the texture of its surface on your fingertips. Inspect the hieroglyphics more closely. Measure its exact weight. Smell it. What? Lick it. You have known everything, absolutely everything about it. You extend your hand and touch the cube. You see now you can't let it go of it again. You seem to melt in your skin and somehow attach itself to you. Yes! It has sucked itself onto you. And it continues to suck. Your consciousness and your soul, everything gets trapped in the never-ending slipstream coming from this cube. You feel like you're caught in a mighty vortex that pull you deeper and deeper. All of a sudden you have a change out of body experience and start to see yourself from the perspective of the cube. You feel something unbelievably strange beside you. Some sort of being has emerged from the depth of the vortex and is passing you by to float in the opposite direction. Your soul. His soul is swallowed. Not mine. By the cube, and something strange occupies your body. Loosens that the last anchors and pushes you over the edge. You cling desperately to your mortal shell. And then his consciousness starts to crumble. For a brief moment, you think that from the perspective of the cube, you're looking at eyes that no longer belong to you, and everything goes black. Question. As you wake up from a restless dream, a bright light shines into your eyes. It feels like a burning sensation directly penetrating into your brain. After the initial shock, you gradually come to your senses. You are no longer in the lighthouse. I've been in Kansas. You find yourself in a huge round chamber made of dark, smooth stone. Curved lines adorn the walls and give off a soft fluorescent glow. You begin to wonder how many hours you've been knocked out. Did you have a stroke? No wonder, given all the stress you constantly put on yourself. A sound chirping and clanking that vaguely reminds you of insects. Only it's louder, and it seems to be coming from directly behind you. Someone in this room with you. You turn around quickly, trying to find the source of the clacking sound. You regret it immediately. Hideous, bizarre monsters are lined up in front of you like on the set of a bad horror movie. They're basically just huge cones of flesh covered with thin... Oh my fucking goodness. You instinctively think of the landlady. Fond memories from a hot evening one August. Mrs. Valdegord was once again upset with the missing payment, scolding you, at the same time sweating in yellowish light of the evening sun. Sweat formed her face and collected on her upper lip. You were completely hypnotized by the sight. This is not conducive to ongoing rent negotiation, but right now you have other problems. The flesh cones are a bizarre sight. Your mind is having trouble processing what it sees. At the top of the flesh cones are 4 tentacle-like growths, each ending in a different organ. 2 formed, sharp claws. They appear to be clicking insistently. Another one is in a jumble of other trump-like tubes. Trumpet. And the 4th one forms what it thinks is the head of a creature. Round organ with 3 eyes, a set of feelers above, and a ring of tentacles just below. Half a dozen of these creatures now stare at you. Half a dozen? Ew. From their bright yellow eyes, clicking their scissors menacingly, one of the beings break away from the group and come towards you with his claws raised. Prepare for the fight? You do the only rational thing. You have no idea, man. You ain't finna just take me out. We're gonna go down fighting. You have no idea what planet these monsters come from. They have never had to deal with a private detective from Boston. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Your creature moves like snail. It has no legs. Rather, its base keeps contracting. It gives you enough time to find and analyze its weak points. You reckon that it's about it. And although its claws look scary, you don't think these spindly arms can exert much force. Bro, it's claws. It particularly seems to be a weak spot. 1 or 2 heads should put this pathetic barnacle out of business. You raise your fist aggressively. Take your hand to the scissors in front of your eyes. You stare down and believe you find yourself transformed. What God? Legs. There's only flesh and cone. 4 tentacles growing a pitiful arm, sharper like of your and my neck. You're not in your own body. What is happening to me? You ask yourself. But you are one of the smart. You should be able to understand me now. You open your eyes, you're still in the same position where you lost consciousness. Every moment you see that pass. What is the pinch of feeling on your neck? It's like a small device has been attached to your new body. Waking up in a new body is disturbing. I understand that. So first of all, let me reassure you that this is a state. It's no permanent. When you return, you won't remember anything. You hear the voice not through your ears, or a comparable organ in your body, but directly in your head. What you hear is clicking the scissors. I have attached a translation device to you. You can now discuss all the questions you have, no doubt. Evidently, the beings communicate with each other via scissors. Mention my vegan diet. What? Man, where am I? The creature is thinking. You are in Australia, huh? You always imagine Australia differently. Hold on, I ain't never going to Australia. The important question is, when are you? Because one of the beings from further back in the room. The creature close to you abruptly turns in, long neck towards the headquarters. Damn Frederick, how you say his name? That's my favorite part of the newcomer lecture. Don't spoil it for me. Although you do not have much control over your new body, you can apparently roll your eyes. Okay, when am I? In front of you seems to be in a huff. Man, it's no fun now. You're in how you say that? In the Permian period, late Paleozoic era, where the distant future Australia will have, or one day arrives about 250 minutes before we pick you up. Damn. Nah, fuck that. Obviously time travel. Well, we, in translation, begins with the era gravitivus, the great race of white. We are the wisest species on the whole creation, countless eons ago. But also in the distant future, we made a mission to gather all the knowledge of the universe. So you know where this girl at, huh? We have sent our agents through space and time to observe and study. When we learned our own demise in this way, we transplanted our spirits and their masses into this form that you now see before you. Your new friend seems to want to be playful, pirouette up some to show off his body. But since he is now resting on a slimy snail foot, the process takes a good 2 minutes. Snazzy, isn't it? So functional and sturdy. Scissors rub against each other. As the vice transfer as a bashful coughing. Anyway, to answer your question more directly, I'm how you say his name. My colleagues in our archivist, how you say it, in Great Liberia Pentuous, Department of Human Studies, Western Hemisphere Subdivision, Pre-Nuclear America, Working Group. We call ourselves the Tough Ambiscoats, how you say that, as if they've rehearsed it before. But at the end, we'll begin to shout Tough Ambiscoats. Man, Pre-Nuclear America, that sounds like they blew some shit up with nukes. Fuck it, vegan diet. I'm hungry, I only eat vegetarian food. Do you have any good vegetarian snacks? The creature nods, confused, strange question, but yes, it is very important that the food is completely plant-based. Oh, don't worry. We are all vegetarians. There are no other food options. Our species has evolved to the point where we have feeding ourselves for ages without harming other intelligent life. Somehow, the answer doesn't make you have it as it would. There's no sense of the user feeling moral superiority that settles in you when you talk about your eating habits. You feel a little down. The ear clacks insecurely with his scissors. So, should I get you something to eat? Oh, never mind, he said gloomily. I'm not that hungry after all. Man, what happened to my body? I wish you would have asked a question about the little girl. That's what we doing. What happened to my body? The translator transformed your thoughts into clicking sounds. You only hope that present that your question has not been lost in translation. Yes, the unpleasant part of the lecture, you touched one of our carefully placed transmitters. Mine was switched for one of our agents. Carefully placed transmit? You mean the cube? The cube at the top of the abandoned and locked lighthouse in the forgotten backwoods village in the middle of nowhere? I guess. Transmitter is placed in a way that ensures that it's only found by people who are not easily missed. Oh, while you are gathering vital information about your society, using your body. So this nigga using my body to learn. You better not be fucking my body up. You are to remain here in his body and must wait until he's completed his mission. Then we will erase your memory, so you won't take any of our superior knowledge with you and send you back. You ain't even tell me nothing. I'm telling people I'm gonna sound like a crazy man. How long does it normally take? The creature answers sheepish. Oh, 3 to 10 years. What the fuck? 3 to 10 years? This event hits you like a kick in the stomach, which in the body seems to be at the bottom of a fleshy cone. It's very unusual feeling. Right, 3 to 10 years? You mean Earth years? What am I supposed to do in the meantime? Well, you got a lot of things to read around you here, so also, we like to write down your life story for us, an autobiography for the Great Library preserved for all eternity. A bit of immorality? What? Immorality. Most beings in the galaxy dare not even hope for. But I'm on a mission. Come on, bro. I'm on a mission. I need to find a little girl. People count on me. The creature looks at you with something that's even, despite the strange facial features, you manage to recognize that skepticism. If your mission was so important, why do you waste so much time in the lighthouse? Good question, actually. You need to accept your mission is over. Try to use your time here productively. Is it be baffled by this? Really? Nope. None? No? Okay. In this case, we'll set you up for training so you can get to know your new. Once you make some progress, we will teach you to write. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm really that is. And you can start with writing down your life story. Can give you a hand here. Frank arrives with a that looks like a mix between a forklift truck and a spatula. So, for a spatula, be carefully scrapes your currently still used snail body out the floor and transfer you out the room. First, you learn to control your new body. The trumpet-like extensions, which I mean, I'm a detective, bro. He texted me why you in the light tower doing stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. Basically, that's what he said. Detective supposed to be nosy. About trumpet-like extension, tell you start breathing organism and earth waste. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, your mouth do that. You can only eat if your whole body is working on a task. You almost suffocated several times while eating. You sincerely hope that the agent using your body is doing a better job of it. And you start to learn the curved script of the yeast. In fact, everything in culture of the yeast is curved and smooth and circular. They have an entire aversion to right angles. When you ask Frank about, he applies something about dogs of the Tenedalo who live in the corners of time and hunt time travelers. Fair enough. You start settling in all the years to prove to be quite boring people once you actually get to know them. Their bodies do not allow for much mobility. They have no sense for fiction. They reproduce via spores. A very impersonal process which ensures that sex and love, all the dramas associated with them, are completely unknown in their society. Wow. Since you are living in a body, you are not allowed to take drugs or participate in. Wow. The vegetarian food of the year is either very bland or the taste buds are not very developed. Perhaps it's by design, since this species takes in and excretes food through a single organ. You're a kid for a bag of chips. It comes to the point where you ask to write down your autobiography. I mean, it's my life. You're gonna do that. Your story is creepy yet fascinating race of aliens who wants to hear your story. If anybody wants to hear your story, you'll never get a chance like this again. You start writing. You write about your average childhood, born trials, friendship, romances, the little triumphs, and defeats. That none of this always motivated you to go on. That was the easy part. Try it like an arm. It was hold the alien writing device still. Your autobiography has almost reached the present moment. The reason for your presence in the realm is your creative stupid decision to turn a life as a private PI caused by boredom and consumption of too many Hollywood movies. When you had to give up your old job. A graphic designer. Staring at the monitor in the dark all longer day, mind turns too much. Your right hand develops a carpal tunnel syndrome. A delight. Why did you quit your job again? Oh right, because of the clients. Put all your experience and feelings into words would be a good form of therapy. You can't wait to turn your life around. So you want stuck a lump of alien meat. If you were doing finally time for a party, it's a large hall of archivists gives an extremely long and boring lecture on the importance of rapeseed oil. Okay, that's a name. And various human and post-human civilizations ought to get together around small bar tables in the area and listen intently. They sip on Norwegian slime, which is slightly sweeter than usual. Afterward, there's a competition in solving quantum equations. A competition. The different working groups complete with nerdy and terrible boring team names compete against each other. Archivists of your working group, the tough and meek boats, are kicked out early by the Atlantic pre-humanities and the persistent plight minutes to lukewarm applause. It's practically an orgiastic celebration by youth standards. See, he not gonna remember, but I'm gonna remember. For you, the most important part of this evening, contact with other guests of the year. Other beings pushed out of their bodies by agents of the library heard through time. Standing around in their guests' bodies and they talk to each other quietly. Fortunately, they had small thing tags on which you seen not only their names, group, but also their species of origin. Creatures who identify as Gregor, post-Mohammedan, Eurasia, Homo sapiens. Okay, that's human. Z, the little daughter of Zigru, whatever. Second, Amazon, That's a deep. I've heard of that. Oh my goodness, more after that. Centennial. Taking a lot of cause you have the urge to need to talk to someone to avoid dying of bright due to boredom. I'm gonna talk to dude. I'm gonna talk to. You got a lot in your name. Right there in front of you stands the mind of a completely alien being, the body of another completely alien being. How do you start a conversation like that? Begins to look dreamily into the corner of the hall. That is an excellent question. Are we the sum of our experiences, or are we our actions? Are we products of our environment, or do we have free will? What makes me me? A lesser detective wouldn't have been able to do anything with that answer, but you hung out in enough student pubs in your time to recognize a first-year philosophy student when you hear one speak. No, I mean biologically speaking. What is that word? What is that? Do you come before or after humans? Our eyes focus again. Oh, our descendants of beetles must have lived in your time. You come about 500,000 years after humans. I believe you can call our ancestors cock. Oh, wow. A giant cockroach discussing philosophy. Imagine. Man, I'm curious. Just like Men in Black. Giant cockroaches. What a strange thought. Giant cockroaches. How did humans survive without the humans? Oh, I only know humans from prehistoric museums. They're gonna stink. Damn. Apparently, you can't cope as well with radiation as we do. It's a shame, since it was you who contaminated everything with radiation. What do you mean, contaminated? Well, after the big war, which you wiped yourselves out. I'm pretty sure that's far off in the future. You got to admit that you're feeling a little queasy in the general direction of your stomach. You've often wondered, even fascinated, how mankind might even exterminate itself. But when it's being described by a creature from the future, it doesn't seem quite as fun as thought experiment. Okay. I'm sure the point of we'll all blow ourselves up is far off in the future, you say optimistically. Oh yes, don't worry. The nuclear war only happens at some point in the 21st century or the common era. Most people die before that anyway. I'm sure you're off the hook. Wow. Hey, baby. You know exactly how to talk to strange beings after all you've been blind on dates before. Irritably. 'Cause it hurt? But how did you know that I had a cramp in my wings once? Because when I look in your eyes, I think you must be an angel. Wait, what? You're halfway through your chat up routine before you realize it's going to sound differently to normal. What is this about? Are you trying to chat me up? This is some kind of mating ritual? Okay, human. My ancestors have evolved from giant cockroaches, but even I find this pick line too trashy. Damn. I'm gonna stand somewhere else then. It seeks to lead this place beginning of it. I'm about to just stand somewhere else. You say about the clacking your scissors, then move by your fleshy body a few yards away. Talk to Gregor. He is Homo sapien. Another human being. First contact in months, we have another person. Turn to Gregor. So, hi. Nice to meet a fellow human being. Zach, where are you from? It seems to have been lost in thought, but you have the feeling that he is happy to have opportunity. Is it true? Another human being? So happy to finally be able to talk to a comrade. My name is Gregor. How do you say it? I'm from Kiev. You must have been in a war. Yep, I figured it's from over there. Tell me, Gregor, what country are you from? Gregor appears to be standing a little bit taller. From the greatest country in the world. Of course. The Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics. I mean, nowadays you seem to be reading your own name tag. Oh, an American. Tell me, in your time, are the workers of your country finally free? Had the capitalist devils surrendered to communism? I wouldn't quite put it like that. What, are you serious? Gregor says resignedly. You're only saying that because you're bitter. You change subject so as not to add fuel to the fire. When are you from? His upper tentacle briefly twitches. Only a few seconds later do you realize that it's probably an attempt to try to smile. Performed by a person in the body that zero Anatomical requirements for a smile. Last thing I remember celebrating Labor Day with my friends. That was in 1980. Wow. I was promised that 6 years at the latest I would be allowed to go on home in my life. I would be sharing on Here I Come. Luckily, you're currently in a robust youth body because your human face would be chalk white right now. So you did. Should I tell him or not tell him? Damn, should I warn him? You know what? I know. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tell him. I started with Sherbert, mate. You want to sell clock and he says, what? But why? He clacks back. Sherbert, you continue. Everyone knows about Sherbert in my time. Yes, why is that? Big Yaka, vodka. Bringing up your whole country into distribute. And in my days, everyone knows about it. They can't go read and do this. I'll be a bad lie hastily. You got the root of all this, and sure, I don't know how to say that. Say the coincidence. Girl does not think events as how it sounds like to me. You know very Mother Russia, my friend. Snaps back and forth 3 times. I have a strange sense of humor in the capitalist states. Your honorable intention to warn Greg of his potential painfully death is beginning to waver. The guy slowly but surely getting on your nerves. What's more, he had forgotten everything he learned here in this time with you anyway. You got a lot to let him live. Let's leave. It's how you pass your time despite your initial bumps. You end up getting more closely acquainted with Gregor and Zeke. Your shared fate is what ties you together. Over the coming years, you end up becoming friends and share common interests. After you have come to terms with the fact that a millennia-old race of research in your body, they're planting your consciousness in an alien body. You only have one goal. You need a god cigarette. Fortunately, all the knowledge of humanity at your fingertips, so you waste no time recreating the deadly nicotine rolls that you love. Nicotine itself tends to be the biggest challenge, but unfortunately, the biochemists of the year have no objections when you turn up at their labs one day. The single-minded focus and ambition you experience carnivorous viruses to create drugs you crave so much. The enterprise gained momentum when Greg finds out your project is supporting you. With countless planets you have been destroyed in your experiments, you finally managed to produce a synthetic nicotine substance, which you roll up into a bit of an ancient parchment. When you realize that is you without a mouth or a lung, is capable of consuming a cigarette. Wasting my damn time. Many days come, you're being led in transmission room, the same room you rotted in many years ago. When the process starts, you overhear 2 of the librarians talk. You have erased this participant's memory, right? I thought you did. Oh shit, you're gone. They ain't erased my memory. Let's go. You wake up as you've woken up many times before. After drunken nights at some dive bar, alpha parties in which you drank yourself into a stupor. But you're different this time. The flicker before your eyes cease. Agony and distortion give you oasis you've rarely felt. Normally slightly hazy thoughts are clear. Not a shallow pond, but a crystal clear lake. Memories filled with knowledge from the intense studies you've undertaken in the great library. So much knowledge. Your gaze wanders through the room, wow, in which you find yourself. The room sits there calmly between these 4 well-known walls. You're safely at home, which technically is not your sofa. It's completely new one without the bugs and the rats that had moved into the nest at the bottom. Everything is unnaturally clean. The sofa does not seem to be on a piece of furniture that has been replaced. Later you find out that the youth who had swapped places with you has not only used his 6 years for highly efficient study, he also applied for a position at the largest historical museum in Boston. Wow. That boy ain't wasting no time, successfully of course, because the youth do not do things by halves. Your eyes light up as you read the number on your last paycheck. You hold the paper so close to your face that your nose brushes the paper. Twice a year. Twice as often you normally would. Possess your body as contact your family, giving what appeared to be completely neutral, boring, and meanings you are fine. These are postcards from relatives greedy for holidays. Post say they're proud of you, proud that you managed to turn your life around. Simply one way of putting it, he has eaten well, prescribed daily minimum of vitamins, proteins, fiber to make it as possible. He also exercised. In the bathroom, you look at your body and stretch it in front of another. 6 years have gone by a tree. You looked at your face in the mirror. You feel more wrinkly for sure. Yet you feel your body's only your life is only beginning. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. We're gonna end that here, man. It's hard to find this girl, bro. Like, I might start up another one. What? Then I don't know what, but share a like for you, boy. It's a lot of reading. It almost put me to sleep. I hope y'all. Thank you.